Yeah, rest in peace, fallen soldiers. Katongo, Masai, Nesta, Cambodia. Can't forget losses, Diamond Ability, Goldman, Brother Keba, rest in peace. I am a brother, little Fedilani Kana. Me know you God, but you ever come. So, you're my brother, little Fedilani Kana. Me know you God, but you ever come. Me see the picture on Facebook. When me said alright, me did I know. Me never know you were gone. I tell me better than God. No. What me tell you is a big thing. And so I say it as part of. When will I see you again? When will I see you again? With a good rewind that time. When you were online. Set me on your better. I want to know.
Yeah. Pull up that song there, no.
Rest in peace, fallen soldiers. Katongo, Masaido, Jelry Inesta, Cambodia. Can't forget losses, Diamond Ability, Goldman, Brother Keba, rest in peace. I am a brother, little Fedilani Kana. Me know you God, but you ever come. You're my brother.
Big up Jata, big up Umar Trawale, everybody who's watching, welcome to the Open Conversation show that we have always on Sundays, talking about the backway syndrome, and all the difficulties our brothers and sisters face on the backway. If I get all my guests all back on, I will put them on stage, on live. We will talk about the problems, we'll hear them, their stories, and their experiences. Enjoy the song from A2. It's a tribute to all the kids that lost their life on the backway. He's mentioning his friends from Basay Santasu. Jata Baba. Machudo Jakanke on no way. Umar Tarawale. Big up, brother.
Set me and your better. I am in brother. Little Fedilani Kana. Me know you God, but you ever come. You're my brother. Little Fedilani Kana. Me know you God, but you ever come. Me tell you no for them. Die again. Better than the liquid and the friend. Me tell you some of them. Cause not happen. You can see the tears of the parents. We lose stuff at them from this backway. Cause the truth is we can use the highway. Government, we need visas to them. Reduce the death rate right away. With a good rewind that time. When you were online.
You always welcome, Jata. You come and share your experiences too, bro. You have to talk to the people, let them learn.
When you were online. Set me and your better. I am a brother. Little Fedilani Kana. Me know you God, but you ever come. You're my brother. Me know you God, but you ever time when you were online. Set me and your brother, set me and your brother. We suppose we went that time when you were online. Set me and your brother. I am in prayer.
Yo, assalamu alaikum badingol albeñaadi musidal tan ala e mom fodo e jam mbokk yi na ngeen def naka guddi ji. Welcome everybody to the open conversation that we have always on Sundays, trying to share our experiences, talk about our life experiences, especially those our brothers and sisters who pass through the back way. We all hear and see on the social media and the news, main media platforms, how people suffer through the back way. But some of us, we have our own family members who are, some of them are survivors, some of them become victims of that, and some of them lost their lives, like the singer was just singing. He said, "When will I see you again?" He said, "I wish I can turn back the hand of time. When you will be alive again, like on live stream or on Facebook," that he could talk to some of those boys. He mentioned some of those boys. I know them personally, and some of you watching now, you know them. Kono hande ko ɓuri wadde important. We have an extra brother, by the name Usainu Tarawale. He also joining us today. One of our brother, Usainu Tarawale, is joining on the studio today. He will also be sharing his experiences, and we also know that he's helping, at the how to call it, there in Italy. He work in one of the mediums in the cast there, like Munga. So it will be very productive today. We will have an extra person who can help us understand what is going on. I will kick one of you. I will introduce them one by one. You already know Suso. Bubakar Abenyari, Suto Bedi.
Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, Albenyari.
Yo, cameraman, it's not. We are not seeing you. We want to see your. Okay. Now it's good.
Okay. I'm not thinking of Albenyari.
What I will do, I will give you one by one because Bubakar Ngacha Usman Usainu. Yeah, Usainu. I will thank you for coming on. Thank you for accepting to share your ideas, share your experiences. Thank you for accepting the invitation to come on the conversation. I will allow you to introduce yourself, because me, I don't know you too. So who is Usainu? Yeah. You are free to speak any language. I have to say this. I have the idea.
Okay.
You are free to speak Mandinka, Wolof, or Pular, or anything because I have the feeling, because I hear that you are from Basse, a youth who is born in Basse. In the generation you speak, you are able to speak more than 3 languages. So you are feel free.
It's a big pleasure, joining you today. So no content in Bagabag is better. Let me speak like in the Mandinka language, so that most of the followers can understand what we are about to discuss today. I think most of the people. So
which of the Tarawale? Siliman Dunia.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. It's Umar Dental. Umar Tarawale.
Yeah. Almost my brother. Yeah, exactly. They are my sisters, of course.
I know. I don't know you personally. Like maybe long, but you are maybe small. But
okay,
I know.
Okay.
greetings to everybody from that family. You know, Inanyol.
Thank you.
That's my
Okay,
sister. That's
okay. I'll be for the labor money,
yeah, that's
inshallah.
my sister. Ina is my good
Yeah,
sister.
yeah,
Bubakar,
okay. Mm,
Abenyari.
yeah.
Pela jam bro, the cooling. Alhamdulillah. I give
Yeah.
thanks.
Boy, Umar, first of all, you know, I think you followed this program several times. Maybe you have watched, you hear your brothers, sharing their experiences from
Of course.
Gambia to Libya. If I
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
also, definitely you sila killing neta.
yeah, for real, for real.
I will start with you, like I talk to these brothers. Umar, mune munu ila main problem mune ya sabu fo ite yako foko mbe nyin silo tala backway silo. What was your main problem in the Gambia in Basse?
Like, but the number maybe na biography on the one thing. Kumi,
Mm,
yes, they dara janale Sanjojis upper basic school, ngana secondary school kijele. After
mm,
I went to Nasir, Lamian
mm,
graduated on 2012. So
mm,
from Nasir, I went to I want to further my education in the Comba areas. So
mm,
I how to call it, some computer courses.
mm,
Later, I end up like, I was not having back, So I decided to open a small activity of mine at Bakau, which is to repair shoes. I was like, I used to repair people's shoes, like got for me a local got me a shoe doctor.
mm,
So, well, I'll do job see if I can, but after I decided maybe in 2014. So this backweighting came into my mind after I said, I have no option because Gambia was very, very hard. So, and the opportunities which were given, like uh, they were the some little opportunities wala tumbe jeno manke mol be the bot hanga some people like coming into tafta mol mi ko. So that is why I decided, to take this journey to Europe, like in search of a better future. But that
Can you
was
tell
it.
me? Can you tell me? Ita for Molieko, because it's very rare ngas ye Gambian, a young
Mhm.
Gambian, do the kind of job,
Yeah,
Kake Su doctor. How was the
yeah, yeah.
perspective? How were the community around you? How were they looking at you?
It's happened no kumi mo jaman like honestly speaking because kumi intefa ngayala damen
Mm,
like they were not mo jamal tunti jenu mi yalon ko ika occupation on yike do ko nyike but
mm,
nga open lumena as that following day self I nga mo jamal so mi yalon ko mi mol mi yalon ko mi ke dingol sama marena school because anga na fenko biye na tableau fam biye marena school la josonoto. Therefore,
mhm,
many people like some of them are even ministers, and some of them who are working in the government, like Mojamal Milialanko, they are high personals. Ikela Peon Natije, I used to, Inkela Samatol Kara, original Samatol Mialankanga, but I used to gain like $200 is a day, and sometimes even more than that because more became Mialanko, when they come and yeah, they come what you are doing. So if they appreciate it, they give you some cash. So well, but it was not a amanke kutimi alanko I maltanunka ke, because I see it as an occupation that I can do. So I decided to do it. So let's say in a month I could have I nka gain in total nka da for $3,000 you
So,
understand? So mm,
so finished in high school in Basel,
yeah,
or the combos. You went and study. You did computer classes.
exactly,
You could not
exactly.
find job. It imang doko sotono until you decided to make you. How does that make you feel?
Exactly.
How?
Nsafuno kumi je kabiringa course ni bang they
Mhm,
were like nga application on kid la jaman le even UNESCO was well found la fakan kid hanga but bidon someone I have to go to nanda kada interviews la ngamburu so I decided so man like in those days that it was very difficult if you are having a good job like they are paying you or you are gaining from something so like you're working now because I trained this like two doctrine since I was going to the primary school. One of the who me and Nikin did think a job but nsafo no komi batani wala kinna komi ika doko nyinin so ibuka doku sota fami alon ko komi it was it's a balloon ala wala ye mo na fala wala kinna so I decided I said let me just open my this how to call it this activity and start to gain something and I was gaining like coming out for Nyame. Alhamdulillah.
You were self-employed.
Exactly.
That's very creative to hear. That is very positive to hear from a youth man like you. If some people they will discourage. If I like, boy, after high school, I went here. You said you did, this course, computer and all those things. More Jamal BJ beside later say so you see, because you are humble. So, so tell us, it 2012 because of all those difficulties, and you're earning in the Gambia, and what is mune ya sabu mune the real reason ko ite ko say be wulla later. Is it peer pressure or is it family or society? Which one?
Allora, come in family side, I don't have problem. Even the society side, I don't have problem. But because mommy in jobs, if I can understand because of society, I don't think it's a fence or no Jamie Alonko, Abikala Malukola society wala hanga. Like I don't have nothing. Like I'm seeing other people who are coming, like with their big cars and other things. But Omanke, it was not the reason. I just sit down and think, because mulkata hanga, mulbita kan Europe. So because even the clean way, which is the flight way, one half tried, but man succeed, the suffer, So hanga. So I decided I'm go because this is the only opportunity, but it is very risky. But mom alone no come very serious because it can sometimes some risky, but you don't really know what it means, So not for no. Let me just take the journey because people used to say it was simple. You will take this way and go. It was they just make everything like to be the simplest thing like that have call me and got a symbol the film but it was not that. So I said let me just take the journey because it was but it was not how to call it a about family issues or the society life and goal. I just have this intention to go to take this way so that I can reach Europe and find a better future. Exactly coming out for Nyaman.
What was your
But
expectation? Having engaged both of you, Bubakar, I don't know, if you what imbalance?
It's just like Kusino ko hali correct. Everyone have his own plan. Kung kali mo andi neto kali mo kala fala yal to the Gambia antiga na nile preso go one way or the other. Maybe you don't have any preso. You can understand it. Like abo ko ka pomantolore. Doni penyame abo ko kenu ka fanyamente. Dol ka easy de block because it and maybe the silo mena it was so easy. So maybe ite be tadu no silo like become a victim or ye bata silo ka. You can understand it. So Johnny is different. A different alabo ko molo to babudu nyame.
No, I want to lafta engage la because Umar, a youth man like Umar, the family paid for his school fees. If I high school, he went to the family also helped to study like the computer classes and university. But there is this problem in Gambia. Doko man sort of. The government, our government are not creating jobs. Only jobs. You either be a military officer, a soldier, police. How do you think government create jobs? You know, or to help people create jobs? People like Umar, Usain, Umar. So Usain, sorry, y'all don't think you're brought along Umar. You do not deal
Yeah.
So, Usain could have created more jobs opportunity for other people. Do you think what people like Usain will create a job for himself, extend those jobs? Do you think and okay, he will not lose that because Usain already stopped the business. He created a job to have other people, as in until he gets something. I'll tell you what Bubakar.
Yeah, bro. Just like Amanke, like only Gambia a problem, or I think this like Africa in general. This is a problem of Africa. Then like yam about Gambia la. Niya juwe from Gambia niya juwe after ka dokuo nyining. You have to travel from the rural area to the urban area to find a better way. Because near job 60% of the work material are at one time. They live from school, so they have to travel to go to Combo. So if that a Combo fanang, you do go try the fence sort. So Imari say I can depend on the block on. Like Usenu, our brother Usenu and Menka, you were going back home to sit down after all this struggle, man fence or no. He tried to I found some business order that may along at least like a daily earning sort of. Me along ka fam ma hanama modani. But like you are from a family me along ko preso bekane like you are the first child or you are the second child, me along ko like you have to kabriye kodo joite fue pareda. Etanyanda ki bondo batako. Either you do one way or the other because it's like a government manjinke. You can understand. So like government fanang, we all know how the system of Gambia works. Although I cannot say about Jawara Lawato, I cannot say much because I was young. But for the past 22 years, for like this 25 years to 26 years, we all know the system there. Everything is balanced at one side. So if there is no like the woman create youth solely, even in Jita school with their graduate, we have a lot of graduate from the university. You have to open a business, business in the you business in the from a book no, because even when no next, what a month of no diamond. Even though you have criteria, you have all the requirements, also they will not give it to you. They will give it to whom they want.
Yeah, nepotism. It's not a bad idea for people to go to study. After studying, they create jobs. Like that is the way we create that. Like, but what I'm saying is, come Usainu Menke, you know, he sit and think of, oh, listen, if I open a shop here, repairing shoes and all those things, for repairing shoes, you know, I create employment for myself. Hadn't been there is funding for such kind of youth initiatives. You know, maybe Usain would not be you know, he will not fancy people who are traveling outside the Gambia. You know, like taking the back way. He will think, listen, he already said, Ako, you know, end of the month he have like $3,000. You know, I don't know how much a police officer is paid per month in the Gambia. I don't know how much you know. I don't think that is up to that stage, you know, or a teacher. But good running, you know, but he needs support. Hadn't been he get the funding from the state, you know, maybe he will buy equipment from repairing shoes. He might have a venture into, you know, making his own shoes. This is what I'm talking about.
what you are coming for? What is the most important thing? Come here, thing. Come like because ntepan kabiringa activity ni yele dong. My intention was ka make ka ke I gonna wara, you know, because like at a side so at a both side at J. So that was the only, like the creative job that I no, you understand. But kabringa o dogo kafana company do e kafa madar that's so company and or milka autogoli milka safnol nimfenkol or sawedol nimfenkol wafo. So I was like a promotion in a promotional intelligent base and the rural area, So because but it will come join now coming so it was better, coming and so doctor can, because those people like they were paying me $2,000. So but it was somehow irrespective. More you interact with people knows more generally long. But like doing so doctor, the gaining was, somehow it's happened or general sort of from Seattle and na minto. You understand? But if I continue to come ka dogo ni ke so doctor, like I would in some form sponsor no Hanikata University, you understand, or to go to other places because so
Did you
but this
find like financial support from the state? Upper state ni
yes,
demo.
the state have so like the state ni yente sponsor like since my grade 7. Since my grade 7, I'm a sponsor from the Jammi Foundation. So those people who are how to call it supporting me until like from grade 12 from graduate grade 12. So supports me another stop. I'm a Jammi Foundation. They more cotton dema. So everybody have to like more being anti fan like because it sponsors to not stop So
But in a
but my
small business,
intention was to go to how to call it to
did you go to
yeah.
the Minister of
Hello?
Youths and Sport or something like that, Minister of Finance, to tell them about your ideas, what you want to do? Like
No. Questo, no, none of my try. None of my try. I was not even having the idea. Like none of my ideas or that concept, to go and ask for support like to the government or to someone else. Because I
why?
was not like I was not having that like matured mind, or I have not more than among like or advice if I didn't I understand. So I was like man who was working like komi mbenna own fenko kam fanye nam what time.
You're
But
trying to survive. You were
exactly.
trying to survive, but simple. Bubakar, what do you want to say, Bubakar?
No, it's just like Usain. Hi, Usain, we are hit on bro. We know the Gambia, how it is. Ming, I have seen so many occasions in the Gambia, one day youth, one day they have their own things. They are being helped by sponsors. They want to proceed for their further or order, like their studies. But because of the sponsors, they want to collect. Because when they see the term money like $4,000 or $5,000 for your maybe for your yearly school fees, and you think of $5,000 for only this boy, what he gain after gaining this thing, what he's going to pay back for us? Because always that's the black man they always get there. Me special Ming in Gambia. Me and that got no good, but Gambia, Pureba scholarship ni is very hard. High scholarship is during schooling days. So what he graduate even the scholarship is coming. Even the scholarship is coming. It will never reach you. Because we have seen so many scholarships in Basse. One day the students are graduate from their grade 12, they want to foresee, but they couldn't get those scholarships because they apply and they get all the criteria. One day they apply for universities, one of their universities is a problem. So like
what do you think is the what do you think is the problem?
The problem is the general body. From the government, the general body on the problem. Bro, we have to stop to to look at whom we know, you understand, in the Gambia.
Yeah.
We have to select the right people to be at the right position so that they can foresee for our own youth. Because like me, you know me, I know you.
Mm.
I want to understand. Wadi bad like bad like family bad ngulo ntate sin your position or sama ite binantel dundila the same patani ne kono. Multi tano nyato. Wala be Gambia batanding.
Exactly.
The same thing, you know. So we have to stop those things.
That you people, you brothers, you are really, that is true. You know, nepotism and and favorism based on friendship or who you know or family ties have to stop. You know, like the other time we have some other Basse brothers here. They also said, do you know the reason why Basse is not going forward is because people are not people who can man functions, who can do the work job are not given the job. People are just being selected based on who I know, like Bubakar you said,
Yeah,
but
that is true.
it is good that we, like now, we already know we have to speak. We have to sensitize our friends next to us. We have to let them know. We start from home. We talk to our parents, because those people already, masala and this traditional is already in their minds. So we have to start with those. Then we start with our younger brothers, our younger sisters, our eldest sister, our family, our siblings. But Bubakar, Usenu, I will come now. I will come to the fact. When you said Iteko, they made this journey. They make the journey so easy for you.
Yeah.
That's what the way you hear about this journey was so easy for you. Was it easy?
No, absolutely. Oh, Ibukafo, I'll be easily, because they covering, coming halfway Yamen, coming a start Yamen, like coming halfway Mulkafo, it is easy. It is Abe easily in Abe Yantaka, just like Ibetila the Mayefuta, so it was like that. So never knew what how to call it. No conceptless sinding, even my uncle, like there was a night that he took me to the Bakau beach, just jibe komi how na the action of the kranyame, night. I in some badala ako nga bara ni jibe ako nga jio ni jibe, so nga jio ni jibe nga je je komi dibo kir nga so it was somehow I was still landing the one day, ako ne jio jela it ko du ni jio ko komi ita Europe it is just hours if that guy ko no 6 hours down 6 hours down ibe futa, but those people even it will almost been funky they don't even know like how many hours later, because if they it can mean more telephone ka wale mo. So another point, okay, no problem, since you have the heart, no problem, you can prepare yourself. So like the first day that I leave how to call it the Gambia but I know, because like we in the Gambian, or we are used to something that other people like they are not used to. Like first thing, like immigration, how to call it, for the first step of the the immigration, it was very very hard. Like if we did Senegal, you are entering inside, how to call it, yeah, if we Gambia, we are entering inside Senegal, and those people, they have like a body that that a body that controls their how to call it, the journey, like the immigrations and the other things. So need for the disrespect that they give you first is the first difficulty. You understand? Because you will not be respected like as a human being. How to call it? Especially a Gambian. If they will be looking at you like you move and quality like any control me for the telephone. So it was very difficult. So you have to pay monies. So in even bribery just so if you don't have money, big problem. Yeah.
Umar, you never see that kind of treatment in the Gambia?
Like no, honestly, honestly speaking, like nga foreign soldier like come come the alliance and the other things, but those ones for me, like they are some things normal because in any country, if you go there, you have to pay like taxes and other things. Only if you don't pay, you will have problem like with the loss. Even here, until you pay a lot of taxes, especially
Yeah.
until me from Ambida, you pay a lot of taxes. But you cannot.
Mm.
It have no, I will not pay this thing because like not gaining is low or other things, you know. But come me. And Gambia for years it's true. I saw it like several times. Like honey, more member travel can like they ask them, you know, they are traveling documents and I don't know how to call it, permit to stay and other things. But you know, for coming in Siladol and in Gambiata is very different because in Siladol they don't just ask you a document or a permit of stay. Every
Mm.
checkpoint you have to pay a money, and in those checkpoints also, if you are going there, one, they must
Mm.
you must be harassed, and you know, sometimes if you are not lucky, they might they might beat you, or you know, it's a cookie and a uncle, it's a detain no, come you see file be come you yellow boss or lose or that thing. So those difficulties were there too. Yeah, I understand. But like Nenema was people like face no in my country. Like I understand. So oh, it's just a small thing. Like yeah.
In a Funtita Gambia, apart from your other trip, did you ever leave Gambia?
No. That was the first time.
That was the first time to leave Gambia.
Yeah, that
So
was the first time.
and you felt that was your first difficulty.
Yeah, that was like the first step of the difficulties. Like if it is 100%, like that one is just the like they call 1% in 100% on income. So difficulties mean BJ, you know, and sometimes you know, come silo company a lot of difficulties. Jamal BJ mi ya long hanga. Come silo nyin na starting da mahanga. Dan nibe funt la ni Senegal da mon kono wala be funt la Mali kono. Ika difficulties Jamal minje. And Dolta is less, Dolta is and Dolta is worse. So Wasifa, you know. But
Bubakar,
coming up, yeah.
Bubakar, do you also experience this treatment of like being treated as an alien in someone's territory? How?
Bro, that's everywhere as far as you are on the back weekend.
Mm.
Sa healthy. As far as Allah on Sari Mapene, only the Mapene, you don't have their document. The ID card you represent or the passport you represent. Know
Mm.
that you must pay money onto it. Mayo by bribery. Because we just didn't. There is a place in Burkina Faso called Kanchali. I can never forget that place in my life.
Why?
Because that place, before even you reach at that place, when you are in Bamako, you are talking to your boys who are in Niamey, who are in in Niger. They will tell you this place straight away, boy. When you reach at this place, please only put 15 mil in your pocket, which is
Because,
which 15 mil, which is
yeah.
3,000 saver. Put that because when no sabi hotima. So any ma why document in natama. So any ma paki ma ko uka yung folk and their share. So one by one yaltin town. 15 mil sa ala 15 mil na kinamain there weto sell. So answer you be 15 mil mount. Bacha mayauta.
So
Yalta ka
that is like state organized robbery.
Every checkpoint you must pay. Every checkpoint from Senegal down ha Niger, ha Agades, ha Nata Agades. Ayo by every checkpoint.
But our police department in the Gambia, they are doing that from Serekunda to Basse. You people see that? They are doing that.
But Bedo is different from the Gambian on the Gambian Komasala, Gambian Vietnam.
No. Listen. Say that the Gambian say that the Gambian police did not do that to you. But the Gambian police, there are more checkpoints in Gambia is less than 300 kilometers in the length. Imagine from Serekunda to Basse, you have more than 20 checkpoints. And each of those checkpoints, you might receive some money in it. You people know that.
No, that one is fact. That one is true.
Yeah, that is true.
Not happened Gambia, but like
that one is true.
That is African problem then. my brothers.
No, don't go entire African problem.
So why were you surprised when we are treated the same way so other people are treated in the Gambia? The same.
No, like bro, like Hussein and Ari before us. I don't suffer in Senegal. Like direct boss mom young. I didn't pay so many checkpoints. But in their Mali, suffer on life and go for their Mali and their Niger. Suffer.
So Umar, sorry, no, forgive me. I'm
Always is Omar.
Usainu, I'm just calling you Umar. I didn't call Umar, man. Usainu, I hope his network is not. Komi falama landa falamu this journey.
Yeah,
it's like most of these people. The reason why they have problem in Libya is because the funding that they are not equipped. You are ill informed. You go with the money that you think will make you let you arrive in Libya. It's not enough. You already lost that money through the way, and then you arrive in Libya, you become a victim.
No, like bro, Johnny Young, Sandari got Benetton. Kabe immediate kalis map eko heavy. Got Benetton. They know obviously the money they have cannot reach them, but they know that obviously when they start the journey, they can make it. You understand? By walking, after walking, then they save small money, then they proceed to another city. Some we are going through like that. But what the journey on I got to like 1 year. Got be araheba like 2 weeks. Got be araheba 1 month. It depends. Because like got be
what I mean Arsike? What do you mean with Arsike?
Like journey on the more you go like Saheuti, because like certain places don't go every week auto yaltatatong. Dula you got dinotong. Like every time auto yal today. And John, if you are not financially ala kalis puru yauta the only option you can get, you are there, you didn't want to go back. Kodona mayal tada boya golle. Koyonda oregal golle hebatam budi to save it. So Sawadi safe. Then you can at least pay for your that trip to reach to another city. But got Benetton, they would pay their trip direct. So they are financially equipped, they would pay it direct.
But what the last time though, we some people were disputing about
boy. The program wala boy.
No. No, boss your boys are they need to. Okay. So like you were saying, some people, they just can go
direct
funding.
Yeah, because Saheuti, like for example, Saheuti. Saheuti, I like in example in Agades. Ajogi card is instant. Maybe you arrive at Tuesday, maybe like Sunday or Saturday, and the trip is going on Mondays out. So you pay your money before that Monday on Yauta. On money no in Ayobi Morek, you can what they join Odo. Komba Moyata can their days at Oyagol Saba. But like Anjoni Saheuti, atawani hivi Johnny mbudi mani heutanta wala family ma wanani gada umbudi. Because maybe Johnny ma Agades already gathered out, they are looking for some fun. So you have to sit and wait for those people. And maybe can't imani horema, you don't have anybody who helps you. So can what the little money you have, because got benotong sai kasara bui himbe. Like the journey on the money you spend at every checkpoint is too much. Because sometimes got what I bribe driver pro what I'm apparent so that they can pass the checkpoint without paying the money. Because so you can calculate how many checkpoints you so wanna 10,000 ko 1,000 francs. Minimum 1,000 francs I maybe Malian ni awa like less than 1,000 CFA. But from Burkina upwards can got 1,000 plus your water force.
Boubacar, I want to talk to you about Libya because the life of the people when you had Libya come, who know what was happening in Libya. Moro, whoa, is crazy. Can you summarize Libya? Like, tell me how dangerous Libya is to you.
Oh, bro, Libya is like everybody more the past. The more you enter the zone, it's like everyone with his own territory. It's zone by zone, zone by zone. Like Ansiko Base Wanda. Basena maybe you can be covering all Basending Ha Giroba Kunda Ha Sabusire. But awataya the bridge of Chamoy. Maybe there's another crew controlling from that bridge of Chamoy to onwards. Ha had the Sare Alpha Kobenka DJ on territory. So it's like from one territory to the other. So unknown.
Those are armed guns.
Yeah, they're all armed guns, bro. Some are even military men with their guns. Because like Libya, everybody is a citizen for himself. You have your guns and everything with you. Sahibi boys ajimading, what are the gather together, what on group. So on so heavy link like from back way, or heavy link like come one in a while you the himbe, yauti nombe. But you pick up Jim any. So on pick up you at you around
because of lawlessness of Libya, the people were taking having like that, like how Somalia was.
No, like there is law. In another way, there is law there because Behim Benaboma Beng, they out in time direct the highway. So they out anywhere you direct, they want to attack highway, they know that they will have gun shoot. They must make gun shoot with those.
Thank you very much, my sister. What do you miss? Thanks a lot. That's Ina Trawale. Jaja. Oh, yeah, when you are doing a good job. Yeah. Muntaga. Hande mi fala do e mi natan do Europe. I want you Muntaga, I'm hearing my it will be
Okay.
Magma.
Okay.
I want to understand Libya, because you people pass through Libya. Me, I saw it on the news. Go then when me follow under there. How do you people survive? How is it to be under war? And you also have risking it all out to pass through that place. How is it? How was the Libya's danger? How danger was Libya? Ko danger of Libya, me follow what they understand. How did you people survive that?
All right. Me understand why halde.
Sorry then. No computer on. Do what you want.
No, I
understand. See.
My question here is, you were talking about your trip, your first encounter of difficulties. Yagol Bao.
Yeah.
My question to these two brothers were, follow what they understand Libya, the danger of Libya. Were you people informed about the war, how war is? Because in Gambia and Senegal, you don't know war, How is it to be under war? When you people have some more maybe boy, How is that life? How is it to pass through that living? Muntaga, you were Muntaga for Muntaga Air Force.
Okay, one go on situation. Mene fo dal min according to my experience, mene won't know better me. Si on tigi yalti what ani ala 100% kai rutto to go school because from no wama hebde ko yaltu da ko yasi.
What did you explain?
Da wa yaltu de joni hande bimbi mo da wiya da yawde golle fotta e mabbe wadama be nangama ma be fellama ma ya be soka ma be soka on tike prison dum fo no wa hebude on tike kadi mi no andi to do wande min me yalta no me yaano me iwano Abdul Kaf because be do sikki danda Abdul Kaf me yaha ko hakkunde ko sare so ko men arta no men tawi fuddike fellondirde menen me wata yaltude non kadi sibe himen yaasi on tumasi black on sibe hima sibe fellonde be ma yaasi anka e harayda problem tay ko ma me rutto me yaano da fois e goddo me wala dom ha bimbisi affaire on butti me wa yobde passi men arta ko men woni kon woni
So
tom on dal luwa hakkunde mabbe no wodi kambe ton kono as a foreigner wana black wana chinese stadun ka foreigner ala right high free hunde kala no wawa hebuda any second
Boubacar mi ida yeja hore. What do you want to say to that? Boubacar, what do on mute hore ma you speak.
Yeah. I can remember for like through akatonyale for like abuko like ndela fuaye kono men last fuaye mento ninga mira like one day so bodo somanda is a Senegalese boy I can recall that like nikata do ko la foye stara la friends or la kanita la kafo ko I'm going to work in case because like mol siata nyokane wati dol so ite kata do ko la ni mo meje rek two things long either you are not alive or you muta itate soro because mole and for Libya. Yes.
So where they killing people rampantly like that? People see you like that, they hate you and kill you?
Bro,
crossfire. You come between crossfire, something like that.
Nitena da mo fungul ke la da meten kido na ta dunje. Ye eke muta ya mo fungul le ka fa kono. Naman ka for false blood to the live blood.
Yeah.
If ka mol kono imam yemo because one of our victim, one of my brother, mola brother kilimbeje basebo I bulo ine ya bulo bungo si fale to because inata mol attack lem bebe mbori kanka funti ka bundal walin dolbe fensol walin kan puru ka jombo bundirol kono ke sota to mate bulo kono so it's like amanke ka ko ni attacking ke je bro it's not like ike miracle ike mire kumala hanini mumboda kono kilinela. You don't mirror at that present moment. You think of your own head. Because you will fall. It's a lola noji.
Hussein, Andy, me don't know Umar. Me don't know Umar. I understand. Umar, brother. So, Panama Landa, they won the water. I will ask you this. Where are you ready? Because main lafte de malanu ay samba bakawla big porque kaju de for whether you are so
exactly. Yeah.
Where are you ready? Ite kabiru funtida Senegal for funtida. Where are you ready for the journey?
Like physically and mentally, like I was not mentally prepared, but like financially, like I was ready. But that was not careful pareta, like to be ready for a journey, motor because even told me ago, like we were ready like financially, but more difficulties local. Like because in the bank I was having some psychological like problems because of the trauma. I mean, you understand, because of some traumas like some of the experience like experience so I was traumatized for me. So me not trauma for me. Yeah.
So Muntaga, Ange Boubacar, what they rotate my camera like this? Put your camera on rotate like this. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Usainu, go on.
So like not trauma because of like I was not ready like mentally parado and more fanante parado no Mote
What
parila
wa-
non kay. Now.
what traumatized you?
So
What was the most difficult point? If you at a point Jomaroko, you regret. Do you ever regret? Have isila
yes, yeah. Regret. Nkaole for anything like apart from the sufferings like coming hamil face like kasele moto santo ka desert oma and the infanang because the desert there is very is very rich, it's a very rich places. So ika molde maje komi sometimes ika molde ibe bade kan because most of the people komi molde mal from bije komi alon ko ila family members all they not hear from them for long. So for sometimes for body jama they are dead people komi mo jama lo fata mi alon ko they don't have like ila family similar email aware about long. I understand. So what's if na tambida komi bata nyin because bata kai obije because moment in dunta you have not the kind of batata slow kan kai. Yeah, because saying Johnny and follow the journey is very different because saying kai more can aldam man komi etan just like nothing komi not komi it is very easy but like before it was very very hard. You understand? So coming ka fa nyame like the trauma ni coming yeso nyame komi
no after you explain me this you see people been buried.
yeah, that
You
is
know
true. Wo nga wol jamal
how
leje
that
and
make you
wol fango like komi womu just initial point le komi cool down that lalong but the more you see things who are ika fen dangerous ringol je nyaming komi cool dangerous to not nyot nyame ika nina wodol lale komi ye danger ming encounter no you understand because
things
there
like
was a day like
mm,
komi the things that you see and the things that you witness like
mm,
coming silo nyin kan on desert on nyin kono mol batata back because we see people been buried and sisters been raped like Nigerian sisters and other things and people who are very more mianonko they are not strong like physically mianonko kafa because of the pushing and pulling because moto nyin kono je because komi desert on nyin side komi amanke komi other places. Milialanko, you just sit inside the car comfortable. No. There they put you inside the cars like, in the Tobaski time, the way our people used to put like the rams together. Comme
mm, mm,
ika sajul jumanyo ka moto ka nyame. So ika fanan ka wanyale, So ani jefang ika molte milialanko ifata. You understand? So because of
mm.
the ikanyo nyaming and other things, and many people in CCT molka and rips problem mo jama le fandi wol ka do jang because of that. And in fanang pusero min fanang yalan ko ika inhale. So all those ones are, it is something that like admin the back. I mean, what I'm so when we come to Libya, like in Telfong, we were the day that Mol Futara Libya, like intani na brother Dingol Taranyolo, one of my nephew, Zafo. So ila fakan Telfong fire nunje because ladolo bijete gafumi how to call it the name, I can't recall the name again. Uh,
Just say the incident.
latai I can latai je mul
Mm,
dlalde comme ni kana dung libya kono dlado le bije so je like we saw like rebels comme dindingol lom so they were having like their guns and they were having they create their own camp there. So any vehicle that was entering there, so they used to stop you and collect money and phones from people. So like ke rapino like a kodol nim fen balbul mi anango objects long or money they collect it from you. So sometimes me along ka table they detain them there no one knows what e communicate. So they beat you in the phone yen lipa jele ken de because I was like ninkodo min to the room. I don't want to spend it so I have to hide it. So nga hide just because I said let me just accept the torture than to give them the last money that I have because if I give them the last money that I have, it means that I'm going to die with hunger or something else might happen like silo nyato. So they have to beat me and torture me small, so inatambula wanyale. Yeah, understand.
How long
So
how long did how long did that torturing take?
like the torturing me, like, for 30 minutes, the man, for not more than 30 minutes, because a bankota la ya sari nya kono komi hanga diningol, so they are beaten seriously, and komi dol brother Somalia na komi ni bedunkan Libya komi ka dokol minke motor kono ke fankale, so dokol, so they are beating me that because even first kan nung purunga kodo funtendi, but I was anyway. So, but so all those things, So from there, like I started to regret. Why did I even come here? So you understand. So from there, I
So
even
it like
regret because I was panic. I said, I might die here. Like how I saw this man, coming aja kami ka dul bere nyame. So I think and said, I independence fano kami indo fato no nyame. You understand. So the risk was that,
what
So I
that doesn't make
infanos
you to
lafa ka
your
muru le fansa. I nga intention also no pur ka muru fan, but going backward is more dangerous than going forward. You understand? Because going backward, it means that you are going to die. That is obvious. You understand? But going forward, you might say, but ngata nyat dam magos, I don't know what is there, even if it is risky. Another risk jama because going backward, it ain't mirror no wala. You understand? So time we went we kami mo futa Libya. So different like first place maybe I'm Gatron. So Jimu place to me is risky because a lot of traffickers are there. I understand. But komi jelo nga komi ntala jelo nga komi nga trauma so ni trauma min duta italijan. Ya understand because nga komi I to nga moje mo fla komi alon ko badibun ko long I don't but they were speaking like they are badibungas anyway. These two people like ika cleaning fatal already, but cleaning komi bita kan non komi ka ofa motole kono non because wal nato nyamen komi nataning inataning traffic non mila side komi iman kodo di wala ya kodo di wala wal mila kodo jo komi narolia. So like they beat them seriously, like inyadal baby feten ding with the kidi with the kidi kungoning, so kabiri wo keta kobi wol fambe tambi kan to la mobile orin silo kan after inata ya jibe nasare we can help them because krindo ni ya fonya ko dema please hanga natar kodo be bole en dema nganyil jo ngakok sero min jo aman ni la kodo diala ando idal mo flalon krindo ni fata so ako nyako ni man dema ko mi ngakodo njo ye ni fanya me kadan fa teneten e kadan fale so that thing aduntan kun kono so it is something that I cannot forget. You understand? Anyara tun bebe teri nanu, with the because they were hitting him with the alifa kan nim kidi kumalano. So that was it. But I was not having any money that I could temble mbadema no nyamin. So well
yeah,
tamta onyala. Yeah. They went to kill him. But the other one was already dead inside the car. So and so on many things me alanko happened to Yeah. Many things me alanko happened to because I think all the people who came through the back way, if they just reach at Gadron, ika Gadron na story the mandi mo lam yanko file but inataji attack mol be faje. So that was the same place, So
Bubakar,
a lot of things
Bubakar,
that happened.
do Bubakar, do you also experience people being tortured to death, like Usenu Kafonyame?
No, like ntema moje muya alonka tocho tato dead, but like nga one of our brothers jele me alonko ala kutro fi prison okono because of the situation in the prison
What do you
in
mean
Libya.
Kurtofai?
Like at sondo moja seta like a tale like because like if daka action leke mele alonko action is very crazy. So mol bafka like mol yamira kavo ko like among fenge but like ending one day so telephone shooto mol be seeding a wulta tata te bu mol nyati ngola ala kutro ulang kabiru wolung for malon fabe Libya le bam fabe muntolong but it's a Gambian brother me alonko ngamira I know one of his brother nimme school in Kenum during my senior school in the Combus like because kacha kono nalbe prison kono wado kata atele kanyo kide fata because prison or liberal prison or ke prison ba kono But like bro, ñing kam même foye thing like ay mo jamale soto. Many people me alon ko nde hani nga bada la mo jele me alon ko ya bun keso la nyala. Nde like nde ka keso moyle de nga keso moyle tulo la bro every day. But like pour nga moje ya bun keso la. Fam. Fom fanga e
bari ni keso moy
kidi yo kidi bro ndele nde misalo jele mbelori nga misalo jana ta bunga busa mbelori kami oma ndel tabida wosono buka kairo jele tabida wosono le kono nak it's very serious
anani Hussein ko woni alde do kon kanko ko buri mo ɓuradde natide traumatization makko in Europe no tawa ko yi suka goddo be wada mo tocho e be naba mo warugol hari goddo sa sikki mayino bare wenni mo jeja Usainu yo sino jogi mbudi o kumo yoba be pudbe be wada safe wonki makko Usainu bayo ronki wadde dum o wawata dum wadde dum ha hande no jokkude an bro an kadi ko honnum woni ko woni ko heddi hakkille ma ha joni ko annata ne a yejitata ha nyande be surrima ko annata ko dum hiida honno Libya ko problem di Libya
ko ya min hay hande mi haala fi neddo goto mi piji hewdi ko gonga mi wobbe ko tangi ko lawol be ala mburi be ala hay goto wallobe ko gonga mi piji hewdi hay ko mi hewti do kadi I see lot of them but neddo goto e der saba dulame wonno wiete Abdou Kafi ko sénégalaisjo nare en udditi bitik manduda like mini market ni kanko yeyana enobe so ko yeyato nyande wotere be ari be wiima mi anda so gonga so fenande be wujji kalis mabbe so yo wujji kalis mabbe ko don be piimo be sokimo ko der duma mabbe ton be piimo hawdaati hay wata wadde fa anda hay fuy after then from there be noddi men be holli men be nayi o ko gujjoni ko ni o way so minen mi wata a wata haalde hay fuy sina ndaw rek fanka ya hajuma so addi en kangon suka mayuno ko mayi ko be wadi mo be bugike mo ko desert goddo andan to be surrimo e hay goto andano kadi yimbe makko ben sakko wada communicate fejja ko sina yimbe hobe no mayi to yimbe mabbe ha joni harano habbibe kono harabe mayi be ala information min kay on suka hande hay ko mari do certain point be landoto langa about sifa non da wadde ni ko mi halanta be ko fi o because ha joni bernan hakkila ruttote makko how comes
did you believe ko be wi ko wonde mane ko guccio ka ko baytum o woni a victim sikkuda kon
mi wadani believe ko be wi ko wujjo because awata wujjude nare ben ko ange mabbe woni gollidude der ton it can possible why wonde be wamo gollinde hara o janta mbudi makko din hara heewi ko be yobani mo be wadana mo créer problème because kanko boyi ton o wayi hala mabbe kan ha joni o yeeyay anda sa dona ko woni min ko dum okkilanto min be wata di dubi fogo be wondi more than minayde wondi buri 2 years enamo o wujji you know wata wujjude because mo andi situation homo wonna sibe nangima don aka wujjudo dum ka waretedo sikka ko waddo sibe kadi
ko wonda alde do kon ko gonga because me okay mi warani ko mi woni Nouakchott okay I was working under the Gambian embassy in Nouakchott similar cases men nana similar cases like this ne nare ben be gollin a golla ya si tay wono jatigi jon so fala kama yobude ko o nyakinte te sa nani kadi be yabe wono Saudi Arabia Qatar Dubai and all those things rewbe yabe ton problem jiding ko the same thing anko wiida do kon ko dum woni ton but maybe they don't just want to pay him and they want to torture him ko dum wawata so hala do ko Usainu
yeah
ina non delam
yeah mbemwe kan
Usainu tell us how was your life in Libya because these two brothers tell us the last time when they were in Libya. Tell us how was life with you in Libya?
The life was like coming after Silangoni, was the first place. For the first place, Silango came if you need to Libya, slang will be the first thing. And in Panama, you can't sleep because you are thinking a lot of things and a lot of things that are happening in front of you. And if Kujama encounter like racism and other things like that. Because I was what I was a day that I went to buy bread like at the Fenkoto, Bitikoto, Breto, Ikamburol Radam at the bakery Bitikoto. Coming Taraje, these days, these small boys, Libya didn't all. Because it all come Ibenyam coming another inata fence another it will be you have to wait for them first because they have to finish what they are doing. Janite ibela course. So it was that, Tara Burusang coming ntele wol be sabun so dini ngo donata atambita like I dajo tripinka but he was with his father like comedian like just come kaslandi but afamana rafanya come didiam tambe fala like he was having knives because will be a life soul carry so that thing, been inside my oh, then I was risking. Oh yes, I was risking on that day. Like somebody wolu risk the bag like me most fano because it's true in India as fano and no one moto kuno na roje because coming out for nyam mojamal fa hani wanya they can kill you, they leave you there, the police will come, they will just take your body and go and throw it. So what we do, oh jama alfong, cool jamal, because there was a time eh, they went like now sinyana ni po sinya saba. I cannot but it was more than 2 times. I can only kill it come later fure fayola. But what I can for saying saying follow it was very different because follow the mil baby Libya ngala min man fure fayo okay it is not amansi ekon. So come ka fuel to man ka ha kada fuel fa yes so na juno ko na black hole be dame je fenke inila kidol police hol ni fenkol comme alena aleta fuel be la na men ale yemil je ale to mo ale ke camion kono aleta fay you go with them desert kono mo jama le do ko si pa fanke yeah but it was forceful like it forced them come yake because mo buka it anu fa it hanya la ka no fanan come I will not do it. They just come, they collect you, they will not pay you, they will just ebafle ya for come ani ngata nga do ko diala eta molto mo miliala ko ifata siloka. I understand. So jama ha.
Womu West African soul before Sulal Fanang, Libyan or Fana. Are they
No,
Libyans?
no, some of them are Libyans and some of them are black people. You understand? Some of them are Libyans and some of them are black people. So it was very, very, very hard, Hani model kono coming a problem model so na backbone to jang hansang akan abide. Kumi wo problem coming aso to jila. Kumi moto kono, camion kono ikamol smuggle in the dame kumi ikamol landing kang albe almura. So wasifal because ika smuggling kanyamen is a dangerous tobacco. It's very, very dangerous.
Explain. Kalbe Landi. Alkala
Landi like camion mi alon ko like
mani boto
camion dingo mi alon ko mo like more hani more 20 people that do not je it's a more 50 people do doje because albesila nyo kan dole si nyo you understand so if you are not fit like you die even there hani it's a fan or jefa so it is tough it's very dol kumbale ka problem also do jele walakin na mo jamal fa ni dun tajang e ka complain like bones problem and kumbalin dimol ni sisi dimol and even for like that those e ka problem also do jele you understand so yamol ni moto yin kono we are even more than 50 people most of them are Ghanaians and Nigerians so je ka mol sindi mol kan wonyam nyame ko bi o back problem ni nga hani nga wasoto jele so kayumol futra je ka okay wato mina ni bal samba kan ko mi Tripoli because coming nga fo nyame ko mi silo din kam it is not among ke ku ti mi alon ko hani falol fonsa like they ni falol samba silo din na they will feel something the class of we human beings. You understand? So, how long, but coming over to the leave Tripoli, inshallah, the Mullah brothers will be me alonko. Alhamdulillah, Mullah brothers will be me alonko. Ikam dema. So, we are staying with them, like Mullah kita demanding. Like, man ke kami modul benyame. So we are staying with our own brothers. Janni molbe Johnny ni depart la kami janni molbe depart la kata jidala. But every step that we made, it was more harder and difficult than
and Rex.
You understand? So that was it. Because even the place that they used to take you, the people like Ikamol gather them and Kumike Samba Tripoli, those places are, places are controlled by the like Nigerian mafia wala Ghanaian mafia, smialon ko metaje. So wala kamol control like the mol minati ye gather nyanta ke Samba. So they will be controlling them there. So kumi mo kana escape wala mo kana trouble make je wala kudol. So those people who are there with their guns, like they are all like our own brothers, Africans, So Milbije, they torture people. Sometimes they know that maybe it's suspected, maybe Komi, you have some money, they can keep you and kidnap you. Komi mojama means sort of. You understand me? I was lucky. I want to kidnap, but many people were like mojama le kidnap. It's a kidnap no even more than 6 months. Just to have money from your,
Bubaga,
Yeah.
what do you have to say to what Ite? Do you know about these things?
Yeah.
Bubaga,
Namira ika dami mumfoka ika molandi dami moto kono if I can recall is from Benwali tikata Tripoli Walling.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Obviously, Jema Fonke, Intel Namira Yentel Landi Nyokane, so Mulbe Duma Fon. Walnga after another parla bale mura molkan. Saite betakan dulato, you don't know where you are going. Abuka ya landi ya faliela, ya parla ta ya mural kan. So moto ni na ta tai, ikana la checkpoint or what do ya jube. If I'm gonna cover moto lo tale, but Albert Dame, you don't know. So like you are going, so bro, it's crazy to be honest. Johnny Nying. Ndedenka abuko from force denga memfoe. Hani and your million Allah. If you ask me to take this back this journey again, I would not. Even hundreds of millions. Yeah, dinner Purunte Muru Libya Johnny la. No, I would not take it. Ndetala no condemn.
Yeah, even like the most importance of the bike, money coming understand is that all like 100% of the immigrants, like 80% or 75%, they are all having psychological problems because of the journey that they made to here or the experience that they have seen or face. You understand? But some of them like akafunti, some of them akafunti ibala June, some of them akafunti ibala even like later. So mo bukatari akakoni long. So walakin na mo jamal fang walakin na hani jam fang Italy jam fang mo jamal yaran ko inyal mata you understand, but it is not because of the dolol mi wala cigarette. No, it is the problem that they have faced in Libya. So those are the problems that problem on la resource level fundika gal palokalo. You understand? So wole bije, So
but you iteni muntaga ange onon for you I don't know if Bubakar you also work under the company.
I'm studying nowadays.
You people work under this camps. Is this Usenu Kamen for young? Usenu Koni Dedokong? Is this the kind of things that you people see every day? Like, because I understand you people help like to communicate with the people who come, you know.
Yeah.
What kind sort of problems do you people encounter, you know, with newly arrivals or people who are living in these camps? Because if our problem don't here.
Min mi wawai haalude because si ɓe ari tawa hewɓe maɓɓe gonga ɓe jogi bad information of Europe ha ɓe jogi like ɓe jonnama wono ɗo ɓe hewde ga ɓe jonnama bad information Europe ko ni way a yiya ɓen ɗon no arde woɓɓe kadi aray si ɓen ɗon ɓe aray taw gonga like ko Hussein haali kon hara ɓe ɓi probléme musu ɓandu e moƴƴa ɓuri kon woɓɓe ɓen dal hara hakkille maɓɓe ɓen puusi because min mi gollidano e projet goto jikki Hussein andamo wiyeteɗo Silver min gollidano e sukaɓe heɓɓe mentality probléme hara ɓe waɗa woɓɓe ɓen hara ɓe waɗa admit ko hospital woɓɓe ɓen ko direct ko camps min yahata min yiyede e maɓɓe fimi wawa andude ko ɗum watta ɓe dista because ɓe ara direct ɓe ara ɓe wiya ɓe halda ɓe faala haldude psychologist on because ɓe wawata ɗanade kamɓe jemma on hatta ɓe ɗanade probléme ji koɓe hii kon koɓe fotano hiide kon ko ɗum artata hakke ɓe wawa ɓe ronka ɗanade ɗum no tampini ɓe moƴƴano kadi min heɓayno difficulty moƴƴa fi yettudugol e ɓen ɗon because kamɓe honto woni probléme ɓe anda honɗum woni psychologist ɓe anda what is the meaning of psychology kon ɗum psychologist watama wallude how ko e golle makko ɗen so haray hay ɗum because ɓe waɗi lose confidence from the people haray no wondima ɓe mari difficulty hewɗi fi ɓe wawa wadde interview ɓe wawa yewtude psychologist on
Do you think maybe
is need more time
ɓe sikkay ko lawyaɓe ka kon
si ɓe sikkay dal ɓen aɗa landago information sengo maɓɓe wano like ɓe hulwata ɓe nattema goɗɗum ko nanta ɗin piiji wawi psychologist on ko aru tan haldugol e maɓɓe waɗa interview ɓe yewta fi anda honno situation mental health maɓɓe way min tigi hay komi ari mi heɓu noon difficulty fi wawa haldude e maɓɓe kono adden mi andi it was very important yewtudugol e maɓɓe fi wawa ittude ngom miijo ko hoorema because it's their job and they know kadi kamɓe tigi ɓe waɗi studiare maɓɓe fi situation on
Hussein, definitely, what kind of problems do newly arrivals coming encounter na brothers and sisters or coming, please? What can you tell us?
No, well, kind of is coming after you can find jama le encounter because most of them, you know, they entered with some sicknesses. Miyalanko imasatonu ila bankoga. Komi sasal miyalanko imasatonu ila bankoga. Most of them in akadunjanne, you know, and coming after you mo jama bije komi yalanko hakilol move ta inoto. Because of the experience that they saw, and Mojamal Miyaranko Fanankomi, they have health problems.
Hey, hello. Inimbara. Hello.
Sorry,
no. Yeah, it's normal.
Only you know, because hani jang komi intel dogote ngadon ko ke dladol to fon dulal miyalan ko komi modemal komi miyalan ko ye problem so to komi ila backbones problem because of the torture and the komi ye torture milkela Libya so ila backbone character wala ila backbone katida so daga mo flaje miyalan ko komi wolfata janne fam komi because of those problems because kabinata like they have to take them for a surgical operations and other things. Like mojama fi ifel komi wol inatafa. Kindo nyi fantole dundanyola ja. But a lot of people like they have mojama kai with hakilo bote inotole, you know. You understand?
Too much.
So Osifa Jamal komi mutaka ka funya men komi project call bijam yaran ko until phone ni ka collaborate molni ka doko kenyola like project ko mi yaran ko ka mako le ke you know komi mol mi yaran ko they have psychological problems. Kumi ika interview kumi ke hanga kajibi kumi ibe de mala no nyami kumi o project sifal jamal bijanne kumi intel fanka mol de mala milyaron ko like they are living in the streets or they have problems, big problems that emil make when they come photo, so they are living like in the streets. We help them sometimes and put them in contact with this kind of people so that to have like to have a good help. So any problem jamal dal. You understand?
So Menkela, I think it's already late. What we will do, if you people accept, next week, Nara, we talk about these problems. Today we were talking about you, and I wanted to understand also about Libya. Maybe next week's need time sort of. We come here. You tell the people. Maybe na brothers all member Italy, they can understand this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe how you do until you overcome your trauma and all those things. I mean, to help people. Bubakar also can explain his way, what he is doing to integrate, to help himself, to put his future force, because he already. I mean, I'll tell Fulol, what did you do to reach to your stage that people can understand and learn from you people? If you people accept that, I will propose that we do that next week. Buba.
Okay.
Buba, Buba.
Many comment student we are available. Many weekends are always available over weekend.
Okay.
Muntaga.
Yeah, me one of the problem. Anyway, seminary free probably seminary free because sometimes I used to work even in the Sundays. So so on the Sundays even sometimes I used to work. So some not difficult.
No problem.
Always. So
anyway. No problem. See, that was free. Okay, we come back here. We talk to the people. Maybe some brothers like you people, you have information that our brothers and sisters who are there, they can learn from. That it can help them to integrate. They have this. Salonko munemu psychologist. Ani munemu loyalty. What can you do to go if you have problems? To trust somebody to talk to, because many people, I have accident sort of young, they were giving me, they asked me to go to talk to a psychologist, now family more member motor, I was the one driving, but everybody who was in the car, they end up going to see a psychologist, because of the nature. But me, they were telling me to go, but they manta, to go and talk. I know about the accident. I know what happens. So I don't need to go to see a psychologist. But there are people who need that. So maybe when you talk about these things, people will know. Okay, Usainu Yemenfo is Misilano Usainuna or Muntaga Kowiko mi wae hola de minda miamia because I answer Hali the situation what you people face even arriving to Libya is traumatizing. Listening to that, Usainu Anko and Alde do Kobe what I know tocho on Haida Momo Toroma ya Walumo Sila Jogimbu Yokanamo Yabe Warumo. Boy, that will rest the rest of your life in your mind. But if you don't have people who can tell you how to overcome those situations, how to overcome those thoughts, what at a distance, it will keep on coming back to your mind all the time. So it's good that we talk to the people, the young ones, especially our brothers and sisters, because multi times kala sa pour nala dingo ye diamu fa kala dingo problem all understand aye in Africa in our own time hay bi do masini baba mfala malanda de go ne yow fi jonya poto tatulu ngola bojang sa tara wo mari fa fola is very important Those are the kind of things that our people they don't know. So we have to talk about them. That it will help them. It will help these people to know how. Ono sikura muta.
No, it's a right thing. Min kay min on ɗo ɗe balɗe kay min on holidays ha December gasa am available. Ko ɗum waɗi min honɗumi jange ngol laawol fayda e ɗe golle ɗen fof ko honɗumi jangi ɗon to listing the orders heɗitagol hedditiɓɓen anda kon tigi haalata. That is the most important. So hedditiɓɓen kan no foti heɗitade komin woni haalde because ɗo ko wonɗen haalde ɗo ko wona hunde ko annduɗa waɗani ko enen fof minen yawtuɓe ɗon min fof min wuuri ɗum e homɓe kadi woɓɓe no wawi wonde ɓe ndara ɗo hara ɓe andi men Italy ɗo how we are doing, how is the job ɓe waɗi face campon. It's all right. Gonga ko ɗum ko haalɗa ko gonga because hewɓe no ton ɓe andan on woni psychologist on and if you ittugol stress ko hoore is too much. Holandi
Like especially maybe you kabring futata, you know, you also have help from those kind of psychological people. To help you to
I have help. Yeah. The kabring futata coming out for nyame. The first week, like I was very, very happy for the first week. The second week, I was happy because some idunda, you know, some the after he used to be very happy. So I was like that, you know. So time on me na come start to relax. So I started to dream about those things, you know, and start to have so not all feelings also. So I get sometimes I will sometimes even so like mbe kampo mi donga tanga si komi nyamol kono komi ka si ka sometimes I don't even know like what I was doing, you know. So all those problems, but I komi Alendema, you know, they were good people, and also the mediator min fana mola dlato, she was professional. So those are the people, they helped me too much. So they put me in summer school, so all those things. So I started to, you know, socialize with people, and a lot of interviews that they did to me, you know, me alonko it is, you know, it is helping me alonko me alonko yende my back. So all those things. So I started to recall. I started started ka cool suite ka cool long, you know, and in Fenjamali like that. For nga school bang wato mina nga doko start komi ka doko ke ka cake dalal ka fendalal ke cake and other things. So I was working in the restaurant. So those kabringa je wagonya. So the same guy that helped me, it, you know, I can be like a good, you know, I can be a very good material, like to teach the other people, like, you know, how I coming ngani fenko yibe na problem also komi ka nga resolve nyame. So I have to go to some ka course demanding after, you know, I was, because then if I'm like an interpreter, like ntumbe that school no come ke fenko the architecture. So that was, you know, something, you know, lafaka milkaran, you know. So because minkara would, you know, maybe even Gambia I would have been somebody like I can say, you know, like a good, like I can serve instead cook energy. So I was studying architecture to be an architect. I studied for 1 year, 2 years after I decided to leave everything, so, and drop the school and focus on the work. But
the same thing to me.
I think I experienced them all in so is that. So, like even in the commission, like Muntaga Edoko, even at the commission, like interview kedan komika kakaitol dimola, like in the asylum center ninto komika kaitol dimola dame komi Muntaga long hani mo jamal kana jimilia long ko fa ni be diamu kan fonsa hani mo ika diamu nyame kan ko this one is having a serious problem that needs to be cured. You understand? So many people, like, they're having problem jamal in your matter, like psychologically. You understand?
When they go to the Asylum Commission, Ike fan express nyameng. Ite fan ka jere ko these people
Exactly.
they
They can express nyaming, and the way they look at you, there are a lot of things now. Most of me, smart person. Because mommy along kanyamata wala mommy along is having a psychological problem that need to be cured. Yeah, understand me. Problem Jamal, even first like amario ke jibe nyaming, amario to ak nyaming, ala diamo ka fo nyoko to nyaming. And in fact, komi hani amarito la behavior komi na be seeing komi akasono milike wal
neto mo wari mo disappoint.
Network
Oh yeah,
here.
can you attest to that? Like himbe
Yeah. Yeah, because koni halde don ko commission music mi gollide mabel just like 4 years since 2015. Woɓɓe ɓen aray ton gonga taaɓe heɓi on psychologist problem bon heddi kadi mediator on because minen ton dal ko kam ɓe tawno golle amen on no yaare ɓe tawi ko maɓe waɗa men ton because si tawi kadi ɓen heɓuɓe mental problem si tawi ɓe heɓani good mediator hommo wawata haalande commission on hommo woni mo landade question ji ɗi waɗnaɓe explain situation makko moƴƴa heɓe saloɓe jonnude kaydi depend also e golle mediator on si tawi c'est good mediator hara haalay ko woni ton kon hulani wadde ɓe feesinna oɗo ko ni ko woni probléme makko o andi ko ɗum woni golle makko ɗen hewɓe because mi hawri sifaɓe yimɓe kono law mi waɗa stop interview o mi haalana oya mi haalana hommo commission hommo woni landade wadde ɓe interview minnama oɗo no foti heɓde relationship from psychologist o foti heɓde interview hakkunde makko e psychologist because ko hi kon e probléme makko on hakkille makko ɗen honno wayri o tenkani mi haalana on tigi ko laaɓi so woɓɓe ɓe ok ɓe waɗa stop affaire on ɓe yaha ɓe nodda psychologist after ɓe yodda psycho ko ɗum waɗi komi gollano ko kam always so sukaɓen heɓi interview ɓe foti yawde heɓi date commission min nayi first of all ɓe yawɓe yewtida e psychologist o andi psychologist o anda mentality hono hakkille maɓɓe ɗe wayi on tuma si aya wawi wadde relationship o winda letter si ɓe yaha ɓe wawi naɓorde on letter ko commission ɗum haray yimɓe commission ɓe wawa andude ko situation hon ɗum o jogui ɗo ɓe fuɗɗade mo wadde interview mi sikki like hedde ton komi woni ton komin ati hokkude ɓe on idea so at the end joni si ɓe yehi ko commission ton ɓen kadi inna ɓe si campon koɓe woni ɗon jogiiɓe ɓe no mari possibility waɗangol ɓe ɗum ɓe wawa wadde ɗum ɓe naɓora ɗin kayitiji ton andasira de understand
You don't understand.
yeah
Because of
affaire o waɗani easy wona min tigi addi en ɓe min gollidano ɗon ɓe min heɓayno meeting min ni ɓe hunde wotere no ton wona sukaɓen tigi woni tampude kamɓe hay minen wonnoɓe gollude ɓen because golle ɗe wona golle dole ko mentality waɗugol transé min fuɗɗiki heɓude anduɗa psychologist stress because a yahay golle nana goɗɗum tawa arta ko suuduma tawaɗa waɗi stress anda kon waɗima stress even ɓen ɗon ɓe min gollidano ko wiyete cs mi haalaniɓe ɓe foti men ɗaɓɓande médiateur ji ɗin fof no foti heɓde psychology every 2 months yaaɓe jooɗo ɓe wawa haalude ɓe itta stress ji maɓɓe ɗin ko hoore maɓɓe because wano ɗo min ñande wotere mi yehi waɗugol interview e debbo goɗɗo ko haali konko wonno haalde kon tawi mimi wawata gaynitade interview wona fi mi hiyani ko hulɓinima ko nanta kono mimi wawata gaynitade on interview makko
fiyonnu
because ko wonno haalde kon piiji muusuɗi kadi a yiya ɗum ko ɓandu makko and you can feel it si andi goɗɗo sino haala gonga rek sa heɗitike mo a daarimo anday weɗa o ko gonga woni haalde ka ko fenade
da way jonnude example comme wano honɗum wonno haalude ko annanta fi rewɓe ɓen ɓe anda because ñande mum ɗo siri fo ndemane bandirawo men debbo goɗɗo no iwi base mo fokkiti ɓaawo pour andingol goɗɗo jooɗiɓe base ma ɗum jooɗiɓe e nder URR to know what you are talking about on debbo mo wonnoɗa wiide tawɗa wondema ne an waɗi it force you to stop the interview because of a wawata heɗita anymore ko woni haalde kon
ko debbo Nigerian sister so ari Libya ɓe nangimo ko prison ɓe naɓimo prison wona prison government ɗi kidnap jiɗi ɓe watta o waɗi ɗon 2 years kon capa toɓɓe koni golle maɓɓe ko waɗugol mo rape ñande ɓe waɗamo rape kala no ɓe faalira so o naatidi ɗo e hara piiji goɗɗi no ton ɗanduɗa is very pain o naati ɗo o naatide reedu so kanko attention makko o hiɗa heɓude on ɓiɗɗo because painful ko yawti kon wata wadde ɗum o wata o falaka heɓde o fala bonnude reedu makko ndun
because o wawata ɓiɗɗo so yi ɓiɗɗo
o hiɗa ndarude ɓiɗɗo makko ɓe landimo sabu honɗum a yiɗa heɓde ɓiɗɗo o wi because piiji ko yawtini ko on prison ha hande mo jogui on probléme wata ɗanade wi rape ko ɓe waɗatamo kon no ɓe waɗirtamo treat noon waysi ko dal o wi they treat me like a dog anyone who come can climb up so 2 years in that situation
no sa ndaari in an other sense a tawayi no debbo on debbo ko woni haalde kon is true because so jibini on ɓiɗɗo makko so ndaari ɓiɗɗo on tun ñande ko ɗin probléme ji ardata e hakkille makko
accumi hallama o jibini ɓiɗɗo makko because ɓe wannomo force ha because time anda heɓi some months wata bonude anda kon waɗi fiita waɗu kankade risk life makko o heɓi on ɓiɗɗo hay kon heɓi ɓiɗɗo mais yahano waddugol interview e makko kono bobon dal ko goɗɗo woɓɓe arata dankano bobon haysi bobon kurno wullude o darata kon so ñande mi yehi ɗon mi yimo ko on commune because ɓe alnilan fi makko ɓe noddila mami yaha ton mi yewtida e makko mi yehi kadi mi tawimo ton dalo heɓe ala ɓe addi médiateur ji hewɗi ɓe anduɗa ɓe wawani haldude makko because jaɓatano halde kono ɓaymi ari ɗon because o andilan min hiɗi first time o wulli more than 2 hours after mi ƴetti ɓiɗɗo makko min yewti ɓe waɗimo interview dal ha joni kanko o faala ɓe itta ɓiɗɗo makko e sengo makko just o faala e ɓiɗɗo on e iw sengo makko o faalaka heɓude any notice kadi noon ko wonɗen haalde ɗo ko nene e ɓiɗɗo anda sa adde fil ko woni adde fil ko hakkude nene e ɓiɗɗo wonɗe yewde fimu
dal ɓiɗɗo on ko muuso e
makko 2 years in those prison worɓe ɓen sano ara ɗo e sokaɓe ɗin prison hara ɓe feeti ɓe wawata nafude hoore maɓɓe hande kadi imagine e human debbo min ko mi wawi ko miijagol kono kanko ko ɓe waɗimo kon kanko tan watta on fil pain
haali gonga
so
mudala joni en next week so heɓi so on ari en yewta e probléme ji ɗin ono haalanay en probléme ji e musidɓe meɗen woni heɓude ko onon because onon yaata Allah waɗi onon on heɓi chance yaagol on waɗa interview waɗa translate e yimɓe ɓe andi ko kamji you tell us what kind of problems you see atawi wondemane wonnoɓe sikkude ɓiɓɓe muɗum ma bandiraɓe maɓɓe ala ko faalaka ɓe wallude anda wondema ɓen fewɗoni ko feetuɓe force ɓen ko ballal ɓe foti heɓude wonnoɓe sikkude yimɓe maɓɓe faalaka heɓude contake e maɓɓe ɓen wori andude ne ɓen ɓiɓɓe maɓɓe ko nawnuɓe fewɗoni ɓe anda ma ɗum siɗa halda e ɓiɗɗo maɗa halde e ɓiɗɗo maɗa tawi wondemane maybe naye o joni kaarijo sansiki non o sansaki ko miijo makko ngon ko hoore nden woni
no heewi kadi hay sa haali ɓe wattama understand hay sa haali on ti wattama understand because kanko mentality makko ko miijoto tan no Europe wayiri noon ko ɗum tampinɗo sukaɓe wde minoma suka goɗɗo komi wonno golde ɗon wiyeteɗo Yankuba maybe because min Hussein min gollidi kadi project goto o anda on boy onkul yimɓe makko ɓe nodda e lanɗo on tumasi ko feeti min mi haldano e maɓɓe kono ɓay Allah ɗi ɓe daari ha ɓe heɓi lekki ta ƴetto heɓi lekki ko ƴetta waɗamo kam o fuɗɗike dal immanade hoore makko waɗa everything yimɓe makko ɓe kontina kadi noddugol mo wiyamo jonnan ɓe mbuuɗi
tari ɓe andimo
feeti because min e maɓɓe min yewtay mi waɗaynaɓe piccoji ɗin sen mi holnaɓe Yankuba feeti so ala ko eta Allah di yankuba immike ɓurori joni fuɗɗike wadde like on vacation job like course job hara andi so yahay wana ɗo ni fittugol ma goɗɗum anduɗa ɓe jonnemo seeɗa every month so ɗin mbuɗi on mo anduɗa wawata wadde hari hoore mum contrôle joni ko ɗon ɓe wattamo presse ha watti wadde sen buɗɗi broda makko jonni broda makko o jonnani broda makko 100 euro yo moƴƴinamo passport Gambia broda makko ñaami kalis on ko boy goɗɗo base wiyeteɗo base ko kaba kam o jeya Aliou ko on noddi ton etti because ko on addien ko ɓe waɗimo transfer on boy ko kamɓe toon ko waɗananamo contrôle affaire ji makko ɗin ko on noddi Gambia to yimɓe mum ɓe prince aji makko ɗin moƴƴinani boy on passeport wona yimɓe makko kotira makko ma nene makko en de tawi ko ma minen ga ndar nder homo jogui good contact ko wawatamo waɗande passeport o addanamo fiwa sansude kayɗiji makko
so
yimɓe makko ɓen kone wiide koye neɗɗo fuuyiɗo
yimɓe makko ɓen no tawa on ɓe mo feeti
tawa ko hokkimo pression kon
okay Muntaga jarama fota
thank you very much
and yewta more about this kind of things and yewta because on the problem jiɗin ton famina kadi yimɓe on ɓe ɓawo ɓe let them know what is going on because those of these brothers who come from the back way they suffer a lot so and they are not settled a jarama fota I wish you a wonderful holiday enjoy yourself corona on si waɗano min nayno yaaru waɗen holiday
no ko gonga thank you very much
thank you very much yeah
ciao.
Right. So my brothers and sisters on Nani Muntaga, you hear what Muntaga and Hussein was saying and what Bubakar said today. We hear from an other side of the story. Next week, if they come here, if they have the chance, I would like to talk to them about the realities of our brothers and sisters. They are facing the problems. Most of these people, they are suffering in Italy. Most of our young ones, they are suffering there. But people don't know that. People who are at home, they don't know this. They have to know. So it's good that some people want to share their experience. And I am also very, very touched today to hear Hussein talk about, the situation of that person that was begging him. That is traumatizing. I understand this young boy. And I understand Muntaga also. It's too sad. Yeah. But that's how it is. Life is what you make it to be. That's what I say always. I wish you all a wonderful evening. I hope those who will be working tomorrow, may you have a productive week. Whatever you are doing, make sure it's productive and useful for you first before anyone else. That's all that's the best thing I can say for myself and to everybody. And nanani ore meden be do sukabe ko haali ko intel bele ngamo nyola among easy yamo intel be ngamo Usenu yememfo ko ate kabringa futata Italy 1 week 2 week he was happy that he was safe. He was safe, that his life is safe. He did not die in Libya. He did not drown through the sea to reach Italy. 2 weeks only. That took him 2 weeks. A young boy. Usainu is a small boy. If I cannot know Usainu and I know his family members, he must be a very young boy. I don't know his age. I don't know him, but I know his family from maybe or before him. I know him, maybe he was young. He said someone was already killed in the car. The other one was to be taken to be killed. That man was begging him, if you have money, please give me so that I will bribe these people to save my life. To save my life, please. Because Usainu cannot do anything to that. He know 100% that man is dead. that was haunting him until he lost his senses. Usainu could not fit among this community where he was. He was isolating himself. You know, Usainu saw a lot of people being thrown away. People are killed. He even faced death. He escaped it. Bubakar Suso also the same. Muntaga also narrate. Bubakar Suso said he saw somebody being shot. He said every day is a risk. Every day is risky. But you know what they said? When you arrive in Italy, to go back is more deadlier than going front because you don't know what is at front. You only know what you passed. So these people, they risk their life every day. Every day. They did not even know what they are going to face tomorrow. They don't know about that. And every day is the same or more. They could lose their life every day. Bubakar Suso said, Ako bro, if you go out, you might be kidnapped or you'll be killed. He said so. That means they might kidnap you for money or you face death. Somebody kill you. These are kind of things that people are risking their life in. And some of them arrive here with uncertainty. They don't know if what they are chasing. Because our system back home, our government, people who took responsibility, to bring changes, are only busy changing their own life. The only changes that you see is that of the people's life that are in government and their surrounding, but not that which they take allegiance to, like to swear, because all of those ministers, the president, all of them, they swear either to the Bible or to the Quran that they will, do their job. But trust me, the only thing they are busy on is their burdens, their lives, that's the only thing they are busy on. No, but they are not creating jobs. There are no job opportunities, and we have a lot of ways to create jobs in Africa. We have a lot of mineral resources. We have a lot of fruits and vegetables, They can create factories, to regenerate, to make fruits into edible things. The state can do that. The state have to sponsor things like that, not to be putting money into useless things. Somebody who went to school, his parents pay for him or her until he finished high school. They paid for him to go to study, to make like tertiary other skills. He could not find job because he don't know anybody in power. Because they say it's the person to who you know. This young man, I'm talking about Usainu. He sat with his qualification. He thought, listen, I am not going to be idling here. He went and created a job for himself. But the life condition in the Gambia is too expensive. He cannot sustain himself there and help his family. He thought, the only way to have an easier and fastest way of earning is to take the risky way to come to Europe. He don't know even how Europe is. Like Bubakar Suso. Bubakar Suso is one of the successful young men I know. Because if you can be able to be employed by the MRC, he said he was paid like 12,000, I don't know, something like that. That's a lot of money. But because of the surrounding, all the facilities there, he took the risk, he left that fancy job and everything to take the back way. Who is to be blamed? You cannot blame the young ones. Those who are responsible to make their lives comfortable, make jobs to keep them home. make those jobs also useful, because the only source of job in the Gambia presently, since I know myself today, you either be a police officer or a military man. That's the all major jobs creation in the Gambia. We don't need the military. Gambia don't even need military. They should create jobs, skills, and professionals, to build things, than to spend money on military and all those things. We don't need that. A population of today, I hear somebody was saying 2.4 million people. What do you need military for? When the people are hungry, the military people, they are unskilled. If they are training those military men or police officers, giving them skills like to build hospitals, to construct roads, because all our roads in the Gambia are shit, if those military men or police officers, they create jobs to make those professionals, they can help to, like, when there is disaster relief, they can go and rebuild those houses, rebuild the roads, or make nurse and doctors out of them. But all those people, young men, thousands of them, they are lingering in all those military camps. When there is a mission in Libya or somewhere, they go and earn money and come back and stay in the. But what those people do for the state? The police, the same. That's why they don't pay them enough. They go on the street, harassing people. But only changes. Look at them. The only changes you see is those in power. For the rest of us, there is nothing for us. You cannot blame these brothers. I don't blame them. I just feel sorry for them. As I am sorry for myself, because I was in that situation. That is it. I wish you all a wonderful evening. Yes, sister Jainaba, it's true. Business. What about ask those young Gambians who own business in the Gambia? What is there funds for them? The government don't give funds to who? I don't know whether there are funds for people who want to start business in the Gambia. I don't hear people out. Or recently, I see this tough, they're doing, I think, I don't know, all these initiatives to help small businesses. But I never hear in major scale government introducing that, talking about it, that there are funds for young Gambians, to start their own business. I never hear about that. You always see young Gambians creative initiatives, starting businesses or poultry or other farming things, but you hear them talking about their difficulties of finding funds. If, like that boy Hussein was hadn't been there, is that possibility in the Gambia, and it is in public. Everybody know about it. There are more creative people like Hussein in the Gambia who could tap into those funds to create job for themselves and others. But I don't believe if those funds are even available, it is made known to the public. It is all underground, that they are the ones, those who are in the system, that's the only one who can benefit from it, but not those who need it. Like a farmer in Basse who want to extend his farm, to start a farm, a young boy who want to build a poultry, and all those things. But there are none of those. I see people who I went with to high school up to grade 12, when they finish, after they go, they enroll to the military or to the immigration department and all those things, because either their family don't have money to help them to further their education. They have to stop there and go into the military. Me, even when I was in the Gambia, there was a time me and one of my friend, we were thinking of joining the NIA by then. But due to one brother, may his soul rest in peace, we were living with, that brother, one day we were asking him about, he said to us not to join the NIA. He said, when we asked him why, by then, what I'm talking about here is around 2002, 2002. He said to us, it's better not to know than to know. This is what that brother said to us. You know, Brother Mose, may his soul rest in peace. He was also with the NIA. When we went to go to inquire about, you know, joining and all those things, we want to serve, you know, because it was not easy to find a job, you know. He told us, this is what he said to us. He said, Ndoke, alkana dung NIA, no? No, bro. So NIA. Why are you telling us not to join the NIA? In 2002, something like that. He said to us, it's better not to know than to know. And I thank that brother to being honest by then to us. That brother was very honest. May his soul rest in peace. Because hearing all what these NIA things we are doing since the Biden till Yahya Jammeh left, maybe I would have been a part of those crimes. Who knows? So I am so grateful, you know. I'm so grateful that this brother was so honest to us. But there's no other means. Many young people enter in the army, you know, with their skills, with their big thoughts, you know, but they cannot, you know, because they cannot, you know, have any other things to do. So many young Gambians are in the police force. I'm not saying those are not noble jobs or professional jobs, but it's not because they want to be in the military or they want to be in a military officer or a police officer. It's because the state is not helping nobody. That's what I want to. That is what I'm saying. You see, sister, what you are saying. She said, Jenaba Kurubali. She said all the people that she do businesses, and all the people that she deal with in the Gambia in terms of agriculture are non-Gambians. You know. But how will Gambia government? Here is not about, you know, everywhere you go in this world, foreigners are there because like us, we are foreigners here. We are working here and paying tax, you know. So that being a foreigner is not the problem here. The problem, dealing with the problem is what is the state doing to encourage young people, Gambians or those people in that state to venture into those kind of businesses? That is the big question here. The question is not like, you know, why are they not? But if the state is having like, you know, a program or any other kind of things or not, you know, means to encourage people to go into those business. But if the state is not having any programs or they are not educating the people, the sensitizing the people enough and give them support to venture into those kind of things, they will not. You will hear they say, here all the tailors are foreigners, all the fishermen are foreigners, all the this and this, even those who bake bread are foreigners. So those people came with their skills. They learn it from their own countries. What do Gambia education system or Gambia government? What are they doing to make so young people, you know, are encouraged to go into skilled jobs? Or to venture into farming? What about if the farmers? What about the farmers who are in the Gambia, the Gambian farmers? Do they have support? Those are the questions people may ask. You know, we see our sisters, our mothers, and from people, especially Jenaba and one of Basse. You know, one of those the narcos from, you know, all these narcos, these people who come from Woolley and, you know, all those provinces around us, they bring, you know, fresh vegetables to the Basse market. Those people, do you think they have enough support? They don't. So if you are growing under your mother have a narco, you see how your mother is suffering to, you know, with her this narco. You know, you don't see any, you know, support she's having. Every day is the same. Every year is the same problem she's facing. You will also think, if you venture into those things, you will also have the same problem. Okay, me, I know of the President's Award scheme. That is true. I know that. I used to know about it. I don't know how useful that is now, because I understand that is already, but how much information are they giving about those schemes? How much are they giving about all those programs? How are they sensitizing the youth? How are they encouraging youth to venture into those programs? These are the questions. I don't know. I am not saying that there is none. I say, if they are, how much information is out there for people to know about those things? That's all. But you cannot blame these people. Everyday life is going difficult, and people will be living. Our government people in power have to take responsibility. Everybody from A to Z. It's easy to sit down and blame the president alone, but this is how people create dictators. Because you want to blame the president for everything that happens in the country. No, what about those people who swear into office to do what is responsible? They are responsible and they don't do it. Is that the fault of the president? No, because if you want to let the president feel that he's responsible for everything in the country, that means he have power over everybody. No, this is how the president will just get up and want to do one person. You give power, you make one person to believe that he's powerful. He's powerful. He's not powerful. He's the president. There is laws that governs him too. But everything that happened in a country, they want to blame one person. What about the Ministry of Health? Those people working there, they are bringing false programs, false how to call it, budgets to the state, just to eat money from it. What about the funds that they give to the Ministry of Local Government and Land? And they don't want to give, like, the area council in Brikama enough, or they don't want to give the area council in Basse enough. Who are you to blame that? Are you going to blame the president? The president cannot be everywhere. Everybody is responsible. So people have to make the individual responsibilities is more important than saying, like, blaming one person. Yes, the president is the head of the state and he's leader of the executive, but the rest of the state that make the state runs are not under him directly. He's not seeing what those people are doing. I rest my okay. You say they have weekly radio on 92.1 FM. Is that a Gambia radio? Is that a private radio or a Gambian GRTS or Gambia radio? They have to go public. Not everybody listening to FMs. They have to go sensitize people. Go to provinces, go to divisions, to regions, and tell people. Go, like, especially go to Basse. Call the Basse URR youth committee to mobilize youths to go to and sensitize them. Tell them, especially go to schools, go to the high schools. Tell the school students in the high schools, these are the programs, these are the things that you can do after you leave high school. These are the things the possibilities that you can do. Young people already at school, they can know what they can do after when they leave high school. You have to go to grassroots and inform people. Make the information available to the people who need it. But not go because you have a program on GRT. Not everybody have a TV on radio or a radio. Not everybody have the electricity. Especially here in Basse, electricity, there is no electricity there. Even the hospital is like a dump place. I wish you all a wonderful week. Thank you all for watching this program. I try to get somebody on next week, Saturday, to talk about other Basse problems. I'm already reached by one brother who wants to talk about some things. I hope on Saturday next week to bring him on too, inshallah, so that we will talk about what he knows. Yeah. On Sunday, these brothers will come here. We will talk about the problems of the brothers what they face in the Gambia. I wish you all a wonderful night. Thank you, Jan Jenaba Kurbari. Thank you very much, Sister Ina Jarama for a long time. Thank you all, and for everybody. Thank you everybody who was watching this and who will be watching this next. I wish you all a wonderful week. Thank you very much. It was your brother Bubakar Gobi Jalo. I don't know how you know me. Some of you know me as Alaji, some APC, some of you Lampa, but yet still, I am that kid from high level, Basse, who call Belgium home now, till I come your way again. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.